you so much. I want to thank Apapa and Cece. This is an important day. It's an important day. It is an important day because we're going to not only talk about hate, but we also need to talk about hate crimes. And there are some things in this world that we have learned. First of which is, as we are born into this world, we are not filled with hate. As we are born into this world, we are not intending to commit crimes. And surely, as we are born into this world, we are not intending to commit hate crimes. But over time, there are some amongst us, sadly, that learn to hate. And sadly, there are some amongst us that learn to commit crime. And even more sadly, amongst us, there are those that choose to commit hate crimes. We must acknowledge that there are some amongst us that choose to commit violence because of hate, because of who we are, because of our race, because of our religion, because of who we love, because of our gender. There are those that choose to commit that violence. And as your district attorney, there's some things that we've come to learn, is that we cannot just talk, but we must take action. We cannot just talk about finding solutions, we actually have to find solutions. We cannot just say we will hold people accountable. We actually have to hold people that commit hate crimes accountable. There are those who among us that commit these hate crimes who have lost their good conscience. There is a phrase by Nelson Mandela when he once said, "The collapse of good conscience and the absence of accountability and public scrutiny have led to crimes against humanity and violations of international law." For those of us in law enforcement, we commit to holding those accountable who commit not just crimes, but crimes that are motivated by hate. If an individual chooses to attack somebody because they are a member of a protected class, you will be held accountable. Here in Sacramento County, just down the street, in the courtrooms across this wonderful city, we in our DA's office hold people accountable who commit hate crimes. A few years ago, when a Hispanic man was sitting in his car, he was physically attacked, and the individual that attacked him threw nothing but racial slurs. That person was prosecuted, convicted, and held accountable. A few years ago, when a transgender woman was here in our city, she was brutally beaten, attacked, and stomped. All the while, the individual that attacked her threw nothing but derogatory and racial slurs. That person, that attacker, was prosecuted and convicted and sent to prison. When a man in our city was assaulted because the perpetrator perceived he was gay, that person was held accountable. And when we are targeted in our communities because you are African American or Hispanic or Asian, or you profess to practice a certain religion, and you commit that hate crime, you will be held accountable. But we must do more, not just here in Sacramento, this great city that we have, in this great county. We must be in every county, in every corner of California, not just stopping hate and standing up to hate, but actually prosecuting hate crimes. But as I've said for many years, there is much more to public safety than prosecutions and convictions. We must prevent it. We must prevent hate. We must prevent hate crimes. Nelson Mandela also once said that if people learn to hate, we can also teach them to love. And we must be willing to do that. But there's also more than prosecution and prevention. We must have good, sound public policies. We must, as a community, come together to make sure that we have strong laws that condemn hate crimes. We cannot have laws that weaken those laws. And as we work together as a community and we hold individuals accountable, we prosecute people who commit those crimes, we prevent it, and we have good policies, we're not only going to stand up against hate, we're going to stand up against hate crimes. And I am honored to stand here today with all of you to do that. Thank you so much.